Oh, we on YouTube?
Y'all caught me on a rainy day, or I'll let y'all catch me on a rainy day. Got some heavy concepts I'm gonna explore. See if you can see me. I mean, y'all can see me. I looked in the camera before, but just giving y'all a better view if you've never seen me before. All right, some heavy concepts real quick. When it comes to sharing anything, like whenever you share anything, like if you share Wi-Fi, when you you're basically just in a stream, taking from a stream. And if something gets abused, whenever you're sharing anything, if you get stretched too thin, then it dries up. So that's why you see, like with relationships that are totally public and are so shared, they get eaten up a lot faster because you're sharing it with everybody. Some things are not really for everybody. I mean, like, you can do it, but you're just, you're basically just draining your own experience, pretty much. You're draining the energy of it. I mean, when you talk about venting or exhausting anything, you got to understand, like, when it comes to this thing that we call love, or love, and that energy, that energy between, energy that everything in life is created off of, really. Anytime you talk about that, venting that, or getting that out, expressing that, you gotta realize that with anything, you're gonna experience both sides of it, like with anything. So, like, if you love it, if you love anything, you gotta love missing it. If you miss it, and you can, then it actually means something to you. It shouldn't bother you to miss something. It should be like, man, I'm glad something can make me feel like this, or someone can make me feel like this, because you should be able to appreciate it in that respect. So, like, I feel like when people constantly say I miss you, or constantly say I love you, it's more so like a mantra, and like, you vent love in that sense, and then you exhaust it, so because you're constantly getting out, because you don't have any other means of expression but this dense means. Because at the true level, love is really nothing more than selfless giving. So if two or more people are selflessly giving to one another, then the love, it's just being built and built and built and built. And then if you're constantly venting it and giving it to other people, that's the thing too. When I be saying, like, as far as ejaculation, if someone is to do that, to do the act or whatever, ejaculate, then the female goes out and she is a lustful figure. All that creative energy that you gave to her from your ejaculation is now, passed on to her, which is now she is using for more attraction. So it creates more of a cycle. And then, who knows, she's going out, she might be going out to drink, so your energy is now used to process alcohol and all these different things, because really, that's all you're doing whenever you consume anything anyway. Like, you're basically trading your energy to process the thing. Like, if you're saying, I want to smoke weed, I'm trading this amount of energy to process it. I'm going to drink, I'm trading this amount of energy to process the alcohol and deal with this form of dehydration. And you really like coming back to sobriety. Because when you get back to sobriety, that means you now can drop again. So people really like coming back to sobriety. It's that staying in sobriety is the problem, because they get chemically imbalanced from the different drugs, whatever they are. So, and that's another thing. Like, why does the common ground have to be? The common ground for most things in general is hate or self-hate. So you got people getting together to smoke before they get together to breathe. You got all this air, and we could have more. We have all this, or not really, I guess you can look at. There's really no greater than or less than, but you have all this air that we could be consuming together or using, because it's not really consumption. You inhale, you exhale, so it's a give and take. We could be doing this together to expand our bodies, which is basically the soul, a physical expression of the soul. We could be doing that, just to help that. But no, we do it to contract and to stifle and to stiffen, to die together. We don't do it for, we don't get together to breathe. We get together to smoke and drink. We don't get together for these other things. So, again, when it comes to sharing, our concept of it is crazy. Like, we just share death. Like, or some people even too selfish, they won't even share that cancer. So, yeah, like, I'm gonna get into some other deep shit in a second, man. Like, cause yeah, like, again, like, with money, you gotta realize how the money was afforded. How did someone get it? How did they get the money? What effort went into getting it? And that money, that effort transmutes into the money. So that hard-earned dollar gonna really actually go a little longer. Anytime you got know-how, the dollar gets stretched regardless. It's all about the perception and the person themselves. One person can do more with a dollar than the next person might be able to. You never know. So the effort that goes into getting the money, obtaining it, that all gets imprinted and impressed on the money. So strippers, all the money that, and it gets, and then that person is transmuting it into something else, to this lust energy. That's what that now is now intertwined in that money, which is really just, it's all boiling down to, like, a few things. You could say the 7 sins or whatever you want to call it, but it's all boiling down to lack of knowledge of self, and or self-hate. It's one and the same. So you don't realize how much gets impressed on a dollar, let alone the person, and how that affects the whole society. You think about somebody with 20 partners, and I'm not promoting condoms, but, like, I'm just saying, like, somebody with 20 partners that was with people that are all in different wavelengths, that are all, you're bringing things from different wavelengths into this. If you were to have a kid after the 20 partners with somebody, all those influences are now tagged into you, into the kid, and that affects. That's how we all linked and affected as a whole when one person is created or not, or a body is created and the soul enters it. But that body is created off the energy that it came through, the energy of its surroundings, which is it. If you can follow me that far. So I'm gonna take it to another video. That's a cool little video for y'all.